Moin Moin. This is Wolfgang from Flensburg. Well, Sunday afternoon, and I want to be a little bit nostalgic. I want to talk about some old times. Um, I was a young lad, about 17, the end of 1965. I moved together with my parents to Stuttgart, and I worked there in a large printing company, and we lived near the Stuttgart Echterdingen airfield, and there was right the town where I lived, the little village, it's better to say, there was an American air base, an helicopter air base, and not far away were the huge or large American barracks. A lot of American soldiers were stationed there, Kelly Barracks, and I met some GIs in a guest house, and we had some beers together. And I didn't speak any English, and they didn't speak German, so we talked with hand and feet, and but it was great. We had a great time, and so we met pretty often, and in a short time, I picked up a lot of English words, and so they invited me to the barracks, and I spent some time pretty often in the NCO club, in the non-commissioned officer club, and also at the bowling alley, or I went a lot of time into the American movie theater in this barracks, also in the big Robinson barracks and Patch barracks and all the barracks there. Um, I went to the movies. I loved the Western at this time, and they always in English, the movies, and so I picked up a lot of English in that time. I had a great time. Well, my friends all smoked cigarettes there, and me too. Pall Mall, Camel, no filter, Pall Mall, no filter, because I got them cheap by my American friends, and I still smoke pipe. Uh, I bought a pipe in Stuttgart. I was 17, or yeah, 17. I thought it's great, looks good, and it tastes good. And so my friends, they when they went to the PX going shopping, they brought me this tall tins with half and half. So that was the only tobacco I was smoking at that time, because couldn't get any cheaper tobacco. Um, it took a while until I realized that it is Burley half and the other half is Virginia. Um, I did not know much about tobacco at that time. I just smoked it and it tasted good. Later on, when I was in the German service in the Navy, and I went to Newport, Rhode Island, to the damage and firefighting school, and I was in Bass, Maine, and later on in Boston, we picked up the destroyer was built there, and so I sailed all the way down the East Coast. I was at Marine School in Norfolk, Virginia, and no, in Demnick, Virginia, and we've been in Norfolk, and so we spent almost a year sailing down the coast in the Caribbean. We've been in Guantanamo. Well, all this time, and in this time, I always smoked half and half, because I could go to the PX. We had a ID card that we are stationed in the States, so I could buy going shopping in the PX, and there I always bought half and half. I think it was almost the only tobacco they had. I'm not sure. Yeah, after the service, or when I came back to Germany, I switched over to Mac Baren's mixture, because here we got duty free at this time. That the Mac Baren's mixture very cheap, so I smoked only Mac Baren's and some other tobaccos, and I forgot about the half and half. And well, let's say from 1971 until now, I never smoked half and half tobacco. I forgot about it. I don't even know how the taste was right now. So 3 months ago, Leo Aldo Pold, yeah, that's his YouTube name. A nice guy. He lives in Exeter in England. I met him by YouTube, and or I saw him by YouTube, and this year we spent our holidays in England, and I met Leo in Exeter, a very fine and nice guy. You shall watch his videos, and this special video about the half and half he made, I put a link down in the box. 3 months ago, Leo made a video, and he showed a tin of tobacco he was given from a friend in the US, and it was the original tall tin of half and half. And on the bottom of this tin was written, made in 1979. Leo opened it, you can see it in the video, and it was still airtight. You heard it when he opened it, and he said the smell is good, the condition is good. Well, Leo gave me a sample of this tobacco, and I have it now a long time, 2 months, and today I open it, put it in my very, very old Dunhill red bark I bought more than 30 years ago. I don't know, it's older than 30 years. I bought it in Denmark, and I thought this old tobacco has to be smoked in such old beauty. Well, I don't have any idea how the old half and half tastes. I forgot completely. For me, this is a brand new tobacco. So it's very, very thin. You see, it's very small cut. So it burns very fast. It's not strong, and I cannot smell or taste any burley or Virginia. If somebody would ask what kind of tobacco is it, I would say, I don't know really. And also the aroma, I don't know for sure. I don't taste any fruit or something. I think it's more like a kind of perfume. I really can't say what this tobacco is like. Not strong, not a bad taste. Wouldn't be a tobacco I would buy. But yeah, the only thing I can say is just tobacco with a strange aroma. But not like all the other burleys I have here and I smoke all the time. Too bad I couldn't buy a new pouch of half and half made in Europe, because they don't make it anymore, and I couldn't get one. So I have this old one. It's very interesting to smoke a tobacco from 1979. But I don't remember how it was back in the end of 60s. But the other thing, which is great, I'm smoking this old tobacco, and this brings me back to this time. I thought a lot today about the time I spent together with the GIs at this time, my American friends. They were stationed here in Germany. Think about all the fun we had and the great time, wild times we had. And I think about later on the Navy time when I served on a destroyer in the States, all the nice people I met, the great towns I have seen, Boston. I love Boston. And I hope sometime I'm going to be back there. I have to drink a beer, got a dry throat. It's afternoon, but one beer is allowed, my wife said. Mud in your eye. Cheers. Prost. Well, that's all I gotta say. I say thank you, Leo. It's a great experience to smoke such an old tobacco. Haven't done it before, and I think I never will. I think the oldest tobacco I ever smoked was 4 years or 5 years old. But a tobacco which is 37 years old, that's a great experience. And it's still in good condition. It's not dry and it tastes not bad, but won't be my favorite tobacco. Especially, I don't know, really doesn't say anything to me, this tobacco. Well, but this tobacco makes me a good journey back in old time and when I was a young lad. By the way, I'm using a Temper right now. My and our friend Wes from Texas made for me. He sent it to me a while ago, and it's almost like the Tempers he made, you know, the two Tempers in this wooden piece just for standing around. This is one portable, and I think that's a great idea. Wes, thank you very much, and we keep in touch. Well, that's it. I hope you have a nice Sunday if you see this video today, and if not, I hope you have a nice week. And I say moin moin and bye from Flensburg.